Hello and welcome. I'm Sachin Bramhe with Avaya Serviceability Engineering. In this video, we'll talk about the new Service Accounts and ASG authentication on Proactive Contact 5.1. ASG authentication feature has been introduced from Proactive Contact 5.1, and that means that now you don't need to remember the shared passwords for the admin and sroot accounts. The ASG accounts are craft and sroot. Apart from this, two new accounts have been introduced for customers and business partners. For customers, it's cust1 and csroot, and for business partners, they are dadmin and root. ASG comes as an optional feature on systems where ASG is enabled. On systems where ASG is disabled, the admin account works as usual, that is, it's password driven. And similarly, sroot account is also password driven. On systems where ASG is enabled, a direct login to the admin account is disabled. You must first log in as a craft user and then you can su to admin. The craft user is ASG authenticated, which means it's not password driven. Instead, it works on a challenge response protocol. And similarly, the sroot account will also be ASG authenticated. Please note that the two new accounts for business partners and customers, that is cust1, csroot, dadmin and root, are all password driven accounts. There will be default passwords set at the time of installation, and later the passwords to these accounts should be maintained by the customers and business partners themselves. Let's now see how ASG authentication works. The first thing that you need to do is to gain access to the ASG Web Mobile. For that, you need to log into sso.avaya.com and open this Tool Access Assistant page. Here you should show having access to the ASG Web Mobile. If you don't have access to it, then use this Create Request option here to gain the access. You will see the ASG Web Mobile user under the tool name, and you can check that checkbox and click on the Submit button below. It's not showing currently for me here because I already have access to that tool already. Now let's see a quick demo. So I have a session to the Proactive Contact, and on the right hand side on the first tab, I have logged into sso.avaya.com. And on the second tab, I have the ASG Web Mobile page open. So as we discussed, login as admin is disabled on ASG enabled system. We need to use the craft user to log in. So I try to log in as craft, and you can see that it has presented me with a challenge. I go to this tool, the login name should be craft, and I input the challenge here, which I received when trying to log in as craft. Make sure that you remove the hyphen when inputting the challenge in this tool. Keep the key version as default, which is 0, and I hit the query button, and it will present you the response. I copy the response from here and paste it on this session to the Proactive Contact. Remember that it's like a password, so it won't be visible while typing it. I hit enter and I'm logged in as craft user. And now that you have logged in as craft, if you want to log in as admin, you can run this command as shown on the screen: sudo space su space hyphen space admin. It will not ask you for a password, you'll get logged in as admin. Now if you want to log in as sroot user, again we'll need this tool, as sroot user is also ASG authenticated. So this time for the login name, I'll use sroot. And on the session, if you do su space hyphen space sroot, it will throw a challenge at you. You input the challenge here in the tool and hit the query button. You'll get the response, copy the response from here and paste it on the session. You press enter and you'll be logged in as the sroot user. So this is how you'll use the ASG authentication and the ASG Web Mobile tool to log in as a craft user, then su to admin, and also to log in to the sroot user. So that concludes our demonstration. Thank you for watching this video. For any questions or feedback, you may write to us at mentor@avaya.com or at Avaya Mentor on Twitter. For more details and other technical information, please visit support.avaya.com. Thank you for choosing Avaya.